Do like us.
Comment on our video.
And subscribe our YouTube channel, Mahendraguru.com.
The Brahmas for success.
Your success is our success.
Hello everyone, welcome to a new video of general awareness, and today's special topic is the top 45 national events in the month of September. Now, starting with this video, we've started a new series in which in the first 10 days of a month we would focus on the previous current affairs of that particular month. For example, till October 10th you would get the entire synopsis of all the important events in the current section. Today the topic is national, tomorrow it would be international, and in the coming days each and every day there would be a special video that would focus on a section of the current events, so that by November, that is by the IPSPO mains, you have at least an idea about two special months, that is September, October, and to an extent of November as well. So without further ado, let's start with the first of these video in the series, that is top 45 national events of the month of September. Before that, it's a request, download Mahendras app. By that you would get a notification of the video and also about different events on Mahendraguru.com. The first event in the national section, number 1. India and Singapore have signed 3 agreements. Out of these 3, 2 are extremely important. Number 1, in the field of industrial property cooperation, and number 2, in the collaboration in the field of technical and vocational education and training. Remember, the question could come that which of the following nations has made an agreement in the field of industrial property or in the field of technical and vocational education, and for that the answer would be Singapore. The question could also come that how many agreements? There are 3 agreements. So that is the first important event in the national concern in the month of September. Second, central government has launched Indian Bridge Management System. This is an acronym, that is IBMS, and the full form is Indian Bridge Management System. Now, it was launched by the Union Minister of Road Transport and Highways, that is Nitin Gadkari, in New Delhi. 3 questions. Number 1, the full form IBMS. Number 2, who is the minister of this concerned department, that is Nitin Gadkari. And number 3, where it was held, that was in New Delhi. The question could also come that what is the constituency of Nitin Gadkari. So these are the 4 questions in the first 3 lines. Now, in terms of the IBMS, the main purpose is to create an inventory of all bridges across the country and rate structural condition of the bridges. Now, with what would happen? This would lead to a timely repair and carrying rehabilitation work on these particular structures. If we talk about the entire IBMS, it is perhaps the largest platform in the world owned by a single owner, with database that could exceed 1,50,000 bridges, 1,50,000 bridge structures in the entire country. So it is a very ambitious project of the Ministry of Road Transport and Highways department. Yeah, well, the other headline, the third important event. Aadhaar card is a must for LPG subsidy after November 2016. So starting from the month of November, an Aadhaar card is required for LPG subsidy in the coming months. Well, in terms of the current structure, the government gives around 12 LPG cylinders at subsidized rates per household in a year. Now, the subsidy of every LPG cylinder is transferred directly in a bank account through the DBTL system. Now, the special news is that there would be a requirement of Aadhaar. Why there is a requirement? Because the LPG subsidy is an expenditure that is directly incurred from the Consolidated Fund of India, and by the usage of Aadhaar card, perhaps the conformity or the exact transference of the money would be allowed, and there would not be any loopholes or any leakages in terms of the transfer. So that is the third important event in the national concern. Let's move forward. Fourth. Now, this is a very important one. It's a recent headline. SBI has become the first domestic bank to open its branch in Yangon, Myanmar. Now, perhaps SBI is the largest bank in India, largest lender in India, and it would open the bank in Myanmar, and it would be the first bank. With this particular bank, now there would be 54 foreign branches for SBI. The question would be a simple one, that which of the following bank has opened its first domestic bank in Yangon, Myanmar? The answer is SBI. The question could also be that what is the number of this particular branch? It is the 54th foreign branch of SBI abroad. The other headline. Urban areas of Gujarat, Andhra Pradesh are declared open defecation free. Now, these are the first states to do so, and the question could concern that which states have now the complete defecation free urban areas. There are two states categorically, Gujarat and Andhra Pradesh. So there could be a question. Let's move forward. Headlines 6 and 7. Jharkhand has become the first state in the country to implement the direct benefit transfer DBT in kerosene scheme. Now again, by reading the headline, it's no logic, but it's a simple common sense that yes, a question could come that which is the first state to implement the DBTL in kerosene. The answer is Jharkhand. Now the districts in which it would be implemented, Chhatra, Hazaribagh, Khunti and Jamtara. So if the question is a simple one, they could ask you the first state. If the question is a difficult one, they could ask the districts, that is Chhatra, Hazaribagh and Khunti and Jamtara, and when it would be implemented from 1st October 2017. Then the other headline that perhaps would come in the examination from the month of September, India has finally ratified the Paris Climate Agreement, an agreement that states to have a maximum barrier for the increase in the temperature. For that particular agreement, India has allowed India has confirmed its agreement, and for that, the person appointed, that is India's permanent representative to UN, that is Syed Akbaruddin, has handed over that particular instrument of ratification that was signed by our president to the UN in New York. So a question again, that who is India's permanent representative to UN? The answer is Syed Akbaruddin. And with this, India has become the 62nd country to ratify the agreement. So three possible questions. Which agreement? Paris Agreement concerning the climate, global warming. Number 2, who is the representative to UN from India? Syed Akbaruddin. Number 3, what is the rank of India in doing so? That is 62nd. So these are the three questions. Moving forward, 8th and 9th. An obvious question. Abu Dhabi Crown Prince, and that you have to tell us who is the prince, has been chosen for the chief guest of the Republic Day, which would be held in 2017. A simple question. Then the 9th one, Murga, that was a short film, has won the first prize at the Swachh Bharat Short Film Festival. It was directed by a young filmmaker, Katyayan Shivpuri from Maharashtra. Two questions. Which short film has won the SBSFF best movie? It is Murga. Who is the director? Katyayan Shivpuri. 10th and 11th. Rajasthan has become the first state. Again, the first state in kerosene was Jharkhand, and the first state in terms of adopting LED streetlights across the ULBs, that is Rajasthan. Now, ULBs perhaps are the urban local bodies. So, in the urban local bodies, via the help of different departments of the government, Rajasthan has become the first state to adopt the LEDs in these particular bodies. 11th. S. Siva Kumar has been appointed as the full-time member of 21st Law Commission. Now, this is perhaps an important event, but the 10th headline is more important than the 11th headline. 12th. And this every banking aspirant should know that what has happened in the internal structuring of RBI. Union government has notified the constitution of the Monetary Policy Committee. The Union government has notified the constitution of 6 members of MPC, in which these are the members. Urjit Patel, he is the 24th governor, so he would be the chairperson. R. Gandhi, deputy governor of RBI, would be in charge of the Monetary Policy Department. Michael Patra would be the ED of RBI in this particular department. Chetan Ghate, the professor of ISI, not that ISI of Pakistan, but the Indian Statistical Institute. Professor Pamidua would be also a member, director of the Delhi School of Economy, DSC, and Ravindra H. Dholakia, he is professor of IIM Ahmedabad, he is also a member. So the new constitution of the MPC, that is the Monetary Policy Committee, we would have 6 members, and these are the names of those 6 members which would be a part. And this is a pretty important event for the examinations in the month of November, especially for the IPS PO mains. 13th and 14th. CCEA, that is the Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs, has approved implementation of Project Saksham for CBEC GST integration. So in order to have a new regime of taxes, the Project Saksham has been launched by CBEC, that is the Central Board of Excise and Customs. So there could be a question that Project Saksham is concerned with GST and also with CBEC. Then a ranking that is a favorite of the examiners in the banking examinations. India has ranked 39th in the 2016-17 Global Competitiveness Index. Now, this index, in this index, Switzerland is first, Singapore second, US third, Netherlands fourth, and Germany fifth. In terms of the BRICS countries, India perhaps is at the second spot because China is 28th, then India, then Russia, South Africa, and Brazil. So India has improved its rankings considerably in this particular index, that is GCI, a very important index, Global Competitiveness Index. 15th and 16th. IGI, that is the Indira Gandhi International Airport, which has become Asia Pacific's first carbon neutral airport. Again, a first, so of course the question could come. Headline 16th. India US joint military training exercise Yuddha Abhyas 2016 concludes. The question could be rather simple one, that Yuddha Abhyas exercise was held between which two countries, India and the US, and in which locality? In the Chaupatia military station in Ranikhet, Uttarakhand. So two questions from this particular headline. So now you would be getting an idea that what is the purpose behind providing a video of different sections, because we want you to understand what are the important events that could be asked in questions in the examinations. 18th and 19th. Tamil film Visranai selected as India's official entry to Oscars. A very obvious question. This is a Tamil film and has selected for this year's for the 89th Academy Awards in the foreign language category. It is directed by Vetri Maran and is produced by the actor Dhanush's Wonder Bar Films and is based on M. Chandrakumar's novel Lockup. Believe me, no question could be made beyond these three important points. Number one, the name of the movie. Number two, who is the director, who is the producer. And number three, from which particular novel it is based, that is Lockup. Headline 19th. World's largest solar power plant commissioned at Kamudhi, Tamil Nadu. Now, yes, this is the world's largest solar power plant, and it was installed at a capacity of 648 megawatt in Kamudhi in Ramanathapuram district of Tamil Nadu. 21st, 22nd, 23rd. 21st. Navtej Sarna has been appointed as the ambassador to the US. He was earlier for UK and now he is for US. He will take over from Arun Kumar Singh. 22nd, we've discussed this earlier. 3 economists have been added to the MPC, Pami Dua, Chetan Ghate and Ravindra Tolakia. 23rd, Incredible India Tourism Investors Summit 2016 begins in New Delhi. This is not that important. 24th, perhaps the most important of events in the month of September for the national concern. Union Cabinet approved merger of rail budget with the general budget. Now, in the coming year, that is from 2017-18, we would have a single budget called as the Union Budget consisting of the rail budget. Now, earlier it was separated in the year 24 by the Accord Committee, but now it has been included. There also has been a discussion that the date of the presentation of budget could be extended earlier than the last working day of February. That is also a new development. Also is a development that there would not be a planned and a non-planned classification in the expenditure or the accounts of budget. Now there would be a capital and a receipt expenditure in terms of deciding what is the expenditure, and there would not be a planned or a non-planned expenditure in the coming fiscal year. So those are the new developments. 25 and 26th. Long-range surface-to-air missile, BARAK 8 missile successfully test-fired. Simple. Question could come, with which country it has been collaborated? It is Israel. And it is basically the most advanced of LRSAM, that is long-range surface-to-air missile, and it has been test-fired off the Odisha coast. In terms of discussion of BARAK 8 missile, BARAK 8, also known as Lightning 8 in Hebrew, is a long-range nuclear-capable ballistic missile developed by Israel and India. Now, it was designed by DRDO, Israel Aerospace Industries, and Israel's administration for the development of weapons and technological infrastructure. So, 3 questions. Number 1, which missile? BARAK 8 missile. Between which countries? India and Israel. Number 3, the full form, which type? LRSAM, that is long-range surface-to-air missile. And then 26, Delhi Police has launched an app for senior citizen that is called as Delhi Police Senior Citizen. That is again an important headline. 27th and 28th and 29th. So we're reaching the fag end. Anandi Ramalingam assumed charge as BHL's first film director. Now we've mentioned again, if there is a first word attached, it is a favorite of the examinations in banks and other examinations in terms of current affairs. So Anandi Ramalingam is the first film director of BEL, that is Bharat Electronics Limited. Kuman Bai, she is the Swachh Bharat mascot, Swachh Bharat Abhiyan mascot. She is a 105-year-old lady and she belongs to the Chhattisgarh's Dhamtari district. So she is the mascot. And 29th, India and Nepal have signed 3 agreements: dollar credit line agreement, first mandatory dollar credit line agreement, and an MOU for upgradation and improvement of road infrastructure in Terai area of Nepal. So like Singapore, Nepal has again in news 3 agreements, and these are 3 agreements. So I hope that you are now getting an idea about what to gauge from these particular events. And if you're noting down these events, these are more than enough for preparing for these events. You should not prepare extra, because we've jotted down the important points of each and every headline in terms of national events of the month of September. 30th and 31st. 30th. Union government launched toll-free number for postal companies, and toll-free number is 1924. That particular number was launched after the government has introduced the Twitter Seva for redressal of telecom and postal grievances. So a question could be that what is a toll-free number for postal complaints? That is 1924. 31st. CBTT has launched an e-Nivaran to resolve IT grievances. Yes, this is a facility that is available on Income Tax India e-filing.gov.in, but thereby resolving the grievances via online. Launched by which agency? That is CBDT, Central Board for Direct Taxes. 32nd, 33rd. World's first daily driverless bus service has launched in Lyon, France. This particular driverless bus service can hold up to 15 passengers and is based on the LIDAR technology. LIDAR stands for light detection and ranging. Again, I reiterate that in terms of the banking, SSC and different examinations, if the question is on current events, they focus on the factual data, and these are the factual events. And 33rd, Indian Coast Guard commissions offshore patrolling vessel Sarathi. Question could be in this form. Sarathi is a form of offshore patrolling vessel by the Indian Coast Guard. 34th and 35th. Mandi, Sindhudurg emerge cleanest districts in India. Now, on the eve of 2nd October, there were certain awards given to cleanest cities, cleanest stations, cleanest districts, and cleanest tourism stations. For example, in terms of the cleanest districts, Sindhudurg is the cleanest in plains, and Mandi is the cleanest in hills category. Also, Surat is the cleanest station, and Gangtok is the cleanest tourist spot in the entire country. The other important summit, that is the 2016 ASEAN Summit, which was held in Vientiane, Laos. A question that is a must in the examination, that is where it was held. It was held in Vientiane, Laos. The 28th and 29th Association of ASEAN Summit was held in Vientiane, Laos from 6th to 8th. Who was the chairperson? That was the Prime Minister of Laos, that is PDR He Thongloan. And the theme, turning vision into reality for a dynamic ASEAN committee. So if it's a simple one, the question could be the summit was held in Vientiane, Laos, number one. Number two, a medium question, who was the chairperson? It was He Thongloan Sisolit. And if a question is tough, what was the theme of the summit? Turning vision into reality for a dynamic ASEAN community. Believe me, if these 3 points you have jotted down, or you have an idea, no question could arise other than these particular questions from this particular summit concerning the banking and the other same level examinations. 36th and 37th. India's first LIGO laboratory to come up in Hingoli, Maharashtra. What is LIGO? That is a laser interferometer gravitational wave observatory. Do not get into the depth. The question would be the acronym. The question would be what is the full form? That is laser interferometer gravitational wave observatory. In which district? In the Aundh in Hingoli district of Maharashtra. And this is the third such laboratory in the world, and first outside the US. So it's the first in terms of the other countries. It is in Hanford, Washington, and in Livingston, Louisiana. Then the 37th. ISRO's GSLV F-05 has launched advanced weather satellites INSAT 3DR. So which satellite was launched? INSAT 3DR. From where? From Satish Dhawan Space Center in Sriharikota. 38th, 39th. Few. India has inked Open Skies Pact with Greece. Now, according to me, this is a very good contender for asking for questions in the exam, because it is a first thing. Because Greece has become the first country with which India has signed such an agreement, thereby allowing unlimited number of flights into each other's countries and also in the different areas. 39th. India Kazakhstan joint exercise Prabal Dostik Sola begins. It has begun. India Kazakhstan have started this in the Karaganda region of Kazakhstan, and the name of and the meaning of Prabal Dostik was robust friendship. So again, two possible questions. And then the fag end. 40th and the 41st question. Union government launched Gas for India campaign to promote use of natural gas in the country. Now, Gas for India is a unified cross-country multimedia a multi-event campaign aimed at promoting the usage of natural gas in the country and making India gas-based economy. So they are focusing on providing maximum sources of gases so that we are based on gases for the fueling or different sources. Then the first question, Indian film Thithi has won the Best Film Award at BRICS Film Festival. So you are seeing that what we have done is that we've jotted down the important events in national, and believe me, if you go through the entire video, these 45 would be enough for commanding the national current affairs of the month of September. 41st. Indian film Thithi has won the Best Film Award at the first BRICS Film Festival concluded in New Delhi. Thithi is a dramatic comedy, Kannada co-written and directed by Rama Reddy. That is the question. It is based on how three generations of sons react to the death of the oldest man in their clan named Century Gowda, who is a locally renowned, highly cantankerous 101-year-old man. Now, according to me, the question would be which film has won? That is Thithi in BRICS Film Festival, and who is the director? That is Ram Reddy. These are the two questions. Then to the penultimate slide, 42nd and 43rd. Urjit Patel assumed charge as 24th RBI governor. That is a simple one. Election Commission grants national party status to all Indian or to all Internal Congress. That is the very big question. The question could be that which of the following has been granted the national party status? Number one. Number two. Trinamool Congress is perhaps the seventh national party after the Bharatiya Janata Party, Congress, BSP, NCP, CPI, and the CPIM. So it is a seventh. So two questions. Number one, that which party has been granted national party status? Trinamool Congress, and it is the seventh national party to do so. So two questions. And then the last slide. Majuli district has been declared the largest river island in the world by Guinness World Records. Number one, a possible question. Number two, which it has replaced which particular number two, where it is situated? It is situated at the banks of Brahmaputra River. Now, in terms of which island has been now voted second, that is Brazil's Marajo Island in the Amazon River. So, a simple question. Then the last one, India has ranked 35th in World Bank's 2016 Logistics Performance Index, and it was earlier at the 54th rank, and now it is at the 35th rank. So these were the 45 events that were matter. Now, my prescription is that if you go through the entire video, note down the important events, and when we meet tomorrow we would focus on the international section or the other. For example, it could be a surprise, it could be a international one, or it could be a sports one in the next video. But today, go through the entire video, note down the entire contents, because believe me, these are the important sections, these are the important events in the national front, and it would be a miracle if other questions would come from the national concern. So keep on watching these videos, focusing the different sections. Today it was national, tomorrow it would be the sports or any other event. Believe me, if you're preparing for IBPS, prepare for PO pre as well as PO mains as well, because we have examination of Bank of Baroda and other examinations as well. So it's a request, go through these events, like, comment and share our videos. Your success is our success. Thank you so much.